And Prime Minister Modi has told Russian President Vladimir Putin that now is not the time for war, with food, fertilizer and fuel security among the major concerns of the world at present. The Russian president responded acknowledging India's concerns. This comes a day after President Putin, in a rare admission, also conceded that its key ally China also had concerns over the conflict in Ukraine. India's comments, of course, is the first time that India has taken this stand, as India so far has not yet criticized Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. New Delhi has been pushing for a resolution of the crisis through a dialogue, and this is the first time that India has made such a strong statement on the war in Ukraine. Speaking at the SCO summit, Prime Minister Modi also spoke about transit access between member nations of the SCO.
एक्सेलेंसी, मैं जानता हूं कि आज का युग युद्ध का है नहीं। मैं आपका और यूक्रेन दोनों का इस बात के लिए आभार व्यक्त करना भी चाहूंगा, क्योंकि जब शुरू के दिनों में, इस संकट के काल में, हमारे हजारों स्टूडेंट्स यूक्रेन में फंसे हुए थे, आपकी और यूक्रेन की मदद से हमारे स्टूडेंट को हम सुरक्षित रूप से बाहर निकाल पाए। आज फिर एक बार हम मिल रहे हैं, और आज भी दुनिया के सामने जो सबसे बड़ी चिंता है, और खास करके डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज को फूड सिक्योरिटी के, फ्यूल सिक्योरिटी की, फर्टिलाइजर की, ऐसी जो समस्याएं हैं, हमें जरूर उनके रास्ते निकालने होंगे, और आपने भी उसमें पहल करनी होगी। उन विषयों पर भी आज चर्चा करने का मौका मिलेगा।
I know about your position on the conflict in Ukraine, and I know about your concerns. I know that you share these concerns, and we want all of this to end as soon as possible. But the other party, the leadership of Ukraine, has claimed that they refuse to engage in negotiating process. They said that they want to achieve their objectives, as they say, on the battlefield militarily. We will keep you abreast of everything that is happening over there.
However, speaking in response to a question by the TASS, a Russian news agency, at a news conference following his visit to Uzbekistan, President Putin said that there was no hurry for Russia to end this in conducting the special military operation in Ukraine, saying that Russia was in no hurry but is steadily moving towards its end goal. We do not rush things. By and large, there have been essentially no changes. The General Staff regards some things as important and others of secondary importance, but the main task remains the same, and it is being implemented. President Putin also said the offensive operation in Donbass was going on despite Ukraine's attempts to counter-attack. Well, Prime Minister Modi met face-to-face with the Russian President Vladimir Putin for the first time since that Ukrainian attack began. But that was not all. Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping also shared the world stage for the first time ever since those clashes in the Galvan Valley, and there were, of course, much speculation about whether Prime Minister Modi and China's Xi would hold a bilateral meet too. One of the main takeaways of this SCO summit was the Chinese president saying that China will support India in organizing the SCO summit next year, but that bilateral meeting did not take place.
All the meetings that were scheduled, for which the requests came to us, were factored in, and all the meetings took place as per the schedule. So whatever I'm not brief you is obviously the meeting which didn't take place. I don't think there is anything more to read into that than what the fact is, that what took place and what didn't take place.
Moving on, back home, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today hit out at Rahul Gandhi at the Congress as he dismissed all allegations that his party acts as the B team of the BJP. He also slammed the BJP, accusing it of spending thousands of crores on buying MLAs and toppling governments. This at a special NDTV town hall where Mr. Kejriwal spoke about a range of subjects from opposition unity to who was really weakening the Congress, and outlined his blueprint for India, saying AAP's focus on education had even forced Amit Shah to visit a school in Gujarat.
मेरा सवाल ये है कि आप खुश तो बहुत होते होंगे कि कम से कम डिस्कोर्स जो है वो एजुकेशन पर आ गया है।
हाँ, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। भी मैंने देखा अमित शाह जी स्कूलों में गए थे देखने के लिए। मुझे लगता है शायद पिछले 27 साल से जब से बीजेपी की सरकार है पहली बार अमित शाह जी किसी स्कूल में गए होंगे। तो स्कूलों में जाने के लिए तो इनको हमने फोर्स कर दिया। अब इनके सारे नेता स्कूलों में जा जाके बात कर रहे हैं। शिक्षा पे बात होनी चाहिए, स्वास्थ्य पे बात होनी चाहिए।
Your political opponents who are in the opposition space, namely the Congress party, they've embarked on a yatra called Bharat Jodo Yatra. And they say that wherever you are going, you claim to be fighting the BJP, but in essence, you are weakening the Congress party.
B team of BJP.
Exactly. So, thank you for completing my thoughts. So, you are essentially a B team of the BJP. And in Gujarat also, you will basically weaken the Congress and thus help the BJP.
आप एक चीज बताओ फ्रैंकली, मतलब कांग्रेस को वीकन करने के लिए मेरी जरूरत है? Isn't Rahul Gandhi sufficient?
What do you make of their Bharat Jodo Yatra? Because again, the intention is the same to...
करें, अच्छा है, करना चाहिए। सबको कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा काम करना चाहिए। वो लोग कर रहे हैं। Best of luck to them.
See, you clearly have a vision. I can see that. You're passionate about it. And in Delhi and now you claim in Punjab, you seem to have started delivering also. Do you feel that no one else or no political stakeholder in this country shares this passion to make India number one? See, the reason why I ask this question, you look at Mr. Nitish Kumar, he wants a larger rainbow alliance, right? You look at Mamata Banerjee, she wants a rainbow alliance, a collective opposition with a collective mission. Does Mr. Kejriwal find himself in an ekla chalo mode, that you don't want to ally with anyone and push forward with your own
इस
ideas?
देश के नेताओं को इकट्ठा करने से देश नंबर 1 नहीं बनेगा। 130 करोड़ लोगों को अलायंस करने से देश नंबर 1 बनेगा। मैं किसी के भी खिलाफ नहीं हूं, लेकिन ये जोड़ तोड़ की राजनीति, ये अलायंस, ये सब मेरे को समझ नहीं आते। ये राजनीति उनके जिम्मे। स्कूल बनवाने हो तो मेरे को बुला लो, अस्पताल बनवाने हो तो मेरे को बुला लो, सड़कें बनवानी हो, बिजली ठीक करानी हो, किसी की बिजली खराब हो गई मेरे को बुला लो, मैं ठीक कर दूंगा, IIT का इंजीनियर हूं। लेकिन आप कहो ये अलायंस होगा, फिर ये सीट एडजस्टमेंट, ये सब मेरे को समझ नहीं आता जी, उनके भरोसे।
अरविंद जी, राजनीति का मतलब ये होता है कि आप सत्ता को अपने हाथ में लीजिए, अधिकार अपने हाथ में लीजिए और जिम्मेदारी उठाइए काम करने की। इसीलिए शायद आप राजनीति में आए कि पहले आपने आंदोलन किया लेकिन कुछ बदलता हुआ नजर नहीं आया, तो इसलिए आपने पार्टी बनाई कि सत्ता में आएंगे और जैसा हम चाहते हैं वैसा करके दिखाएंगे। तो अब जब आप ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें मेक इंडिया नंबर 1 बनाना है और आप किसी कोalition की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, 130 करोड़ लोगों की बात कर रहे हैं, तो क्या हम ये समझें कि आम आदमी पार्टी जो है वो अकेले ही कोशिश कर रही है कि पूरे देश पर छा जाए?
130 करोड़ लोग जिस दिन खड़े हो गए, एक बार अन्ना आंदोलन में खड़े हुए थे, उस वक्त की सरकार हिल गई थी। 130 करोड़ लोग इकट्ठे हो गए तो सारी सरकारों को काम करना पड़ जाएगा, हर राज्य सरकार को काम करना पड़ जाएगा। एक पॉजिटिविटी जो आएगी, आज इतना नेगेटिव हो गया है सारा एटमॉस्फेयर, इतना नेगेटिव हो गया है, ये लड़ाई कर रहे हैं, झगड़ रहे हैं, कट रहे हैं, मर रहे हैं, सारा दिन 24 घंटे लड़ना झगड़ना, ऐसे देश आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा। हमें एक पॉजिटिव एनर्जी पूरे देश के अंदर इकट्ठी करनी पड़ेगी। देश के टीचर्स, देश के डॉक्टर्स, देश के इंजीनियर्स, देश के किसान, देश के मजदूर, सब मिलके जब एक साथ धक्का मारेंगे, मेरा देश नंबर 1 बन जाएगा।
Meanwhile, in the latest of several AAP leaders being raided by central investigative agencies in what has turned into a bitter war of words between the centre and the Aam Aadmi Party, AAP MLA Amanatullah Khan was arrested on Friday after anti-corruption raids. First he was questioned in the day, then the raids followed, and by evening the Delhi Anti-Corruption Bureau arrested the AAP MLA in a 2-year-old corruption case related to alleged illegal appointments in the Delhi Waqf Board. The ACB claims that the AAP leader misappropriated the funds of the Delhi Waqf Board comprising grants and aid from the Delhi government, and that they've even seized 24 lakh rupees as well as 2 illegal unlicensed weapons. The anti-corruption branch of the Delhi government, which reports to the Lieutenant Governor, a representative of the BJP-led government of the centre, had sent a notice to Mr. Khan to appear for questioning over allegations of illegal appointments in the board, which oversees the administration of Islamic property dedicated to welfare causes. And Amit Shah and Telangana's K. Chandrasekhar Rao will both unfurl the national flag in Hyderabad on Saturday in two separate September 17th official celebrations in what is building up to be a day of intense political activity in the state. The former Hyderabad state under the Nizam merged with the Indian Union on this day, a year after India's independence. Umar Sudhir now reports on what Hyderabad can expect in this day of competitive rallies.
Competitive politics at full play in Hyderabad on September 17. The BJP-led central government and the TRS government in Telangana are, for the first time, both celebrating the day the erstwhile Hyderabad state acceded to the Indian Union in two separate events. The MIM too held a Tiranga Yatra on the eve of what Asaduddin Owaisi has called National Integration Day. The centre is calling it Hyderabad Liberation Day. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will unfurl the national flag and address a public meeting at parade grounds in Sikandrabad. The state government is calling it Telangana Unity Day. And Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao will hoist the national tricolour at public gardens and hold a public meeting at NTR Stadium. Both the governments are honouring Telangana heroes. The TRS is having a 3-day celebration with Tiranga Yatras in all districts. The BJP has invited the Chief Ministers of Telangana, Maharashtra and Karnataka as they were part of Nizam's Hyderabad state, but KCR won't attend that event. The same historical event but given very different political interpretation by the BJP and the TRS. The BJP is saying this is a liberation of the people of Hyderabad from the Nizam's army, whereas the TRS is more in agreement with the MIM that's called it the National Integration Day, saying this is the day that the erstwhile Hyderabad state had acceded to the Indian Union, to its secular, democratic Indian Republic. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Umar Sudhir, NDTV.
Meanwhile, disappointed with the results of the Common University Entrance Test or CUET and the lack of clarity over admission processes in colleges on Friday, students on social media expressed their views in confusion over the choice of colleges. Nearly 14 lakh candidates appeared for the exam in its maiden year, and now it's over to admissions to over 90 universities.
National Testing Agency today announced the result of Common University Entrance Test for admissions in undergraduate courses. 14.9 lakh students had registered for CUET examination, making it the second largest examination in India. But for several students like 18-year-old Vinayak, the marking pattern where two kinds of marks are given to each student was confusing.
Firstly, the result has been based on different percentiles. Each exam on given date was different. The rumor has it that the percentile given to us is also different according to the difficulty level on that day.
Okay.
But you see, according to us students, we cannot measure the difficulty level that they are giving us, and then they are giving us the marks according to themselves.
Since the implementation of CUET took time, the academic session can now only begin in November, which means students have lost close to 4 months in the academic calendar.
मैं DU से B.Com ऑनर्स करना चाहता हूँ. सारा पता नहीं पहले कॉलेजेस अगस्त में स्टार्ट हो रहे थे, अब से नवंबर में स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं, पता नहीं कैसे सारे कॉलेजेस कवर करेंगे.
The UGC on its part has tried to explain the two kinds of marks, percentile and normalized. Each student is given two kinds of marks, percentile and normalized marks. Percentile compares students in relation to each other in the same subject, and normalized marks are the final summing of the percentile comparison. Therefore, in some cases, percentile may be higher or lower than normalized marks, as it depends on how other students in that group have done. But at the time of admission, normalized marks will count. Meanwhile, for lakhs of CUET aspirants, Delhi University remains the top choice, followed by Banaras Hindu University and Allahabad University.
CUET scorecard does have two kinds of marks in it. They have percentile, and the second column talks about the normalized marks. And for all our eligibility and admission purpose, we will be considering the normalized marks. My request to all the students is to fill maximum, in fact fill all the colleges and all the preferences, because you really don't know where the, the relative marking would be. The admission will start taking place by October mid. So maybe we should be ready to do our admissions from 1st of November.
CUET examination is the only route to take entrance in 90 central universities across the country. 14.9 lakh students registered for CUET. But only 60%, that is 9.68 lakh, actually took exams. Many students have scored as high as 100% in various subjects. Majority of the students did well in English, political science and business studies.
After the implementation of common university entrance test, the academic session in central universities for undergraduate courses now will begin in the month of November, much later than it usually begins in the month of July or August in most central universities. And while thousands of students suffered from technical glitches while taking the examination, it will be a task in front of the University Grant Commission to ensure a seamless academic session for these students. With camera person Jakoshi Kamakshay Dongre for NDTV.
8 cheetahs from Namibia have taken off for India from Namibia on a special flight, and they are to land in India on Saturday morning, and they will then be shifted to the Kuno Park in Madhya Pradesh, all part of India's ambitious Project Cheetah. 5 female and 3 male African cheetahs have set off on an over 10-hour-long 8,000-kilometer transcontinental journey to their new home in India. And among those making that journey on that modified Boeing Cargo 747 jet is one of the world's leading experts on cheetahs, Dr. Laurie Marker. Dr. Laurie Marker joins us right now. You are at the Hosea Kutaku International Airport on board that plane with that very precious cargo. A lot of hopes and dreams riding on this very ambitious project. Are you all set to take off, everything in place?
We're on the airplane. We've loaded the cats. We've been in transit from our center up in Ochirago all day, and we've loaded the cats and we're getting ready to fly away. The cats are in crates. And we're in a very nice jet, and we're hoping we're going to be landing tomorrow morning after about a 10-hour flight near Kuno National Park, where the cats will then be loaded into a helicopter and brought right into Kuno National Park.
So are the cheetahs tranquilized right now?
The cats are doing very, very well. They were given a very mild sedation, not tranquilized, just to keep the edge off during this travel. They're all looking great, and we're all tied in, ready to go.
So, Laurie Marker, this is a very ambitious project, lots of concerns. It's never been attempted before in India. We have a lot of specific, very difficult conditions here too. But you have reintroduced cheetahs into other countries from Namibia. So you're confident you can replicate that success even in India?
Yes, actually, working together with the Indian government, the people from the Forestry Department, as well as Kuno National Park and the Wildlife Institute of India. We've very carefully orchestrated this. My team has been very successful in reintroducing cheetahs in other countries, and I think that we will be just fine. It's not going to be an easy, quick project, and it's not going to be without its challenges as well. So please don't hope for immediate results. It's probably going to see results in about 5 to 10 years. There will be more cheetahs coming, and our Namibian government is very proud to be a part of this with the government of India. Naysayers are easy to come by. Those who believe that there is hope are few and far between, but those of us who do believe are really eager to see cheetahs on the lands of India one more time.
Laurie Marker, you say that there are many challenges. What exactly, what would you say the biggest, most unsurmountable challenge perhaps could be? What do you fear the most?
I don't know if I have a big concern. I just know it's going to be a lot of hard work. So I think that's the big thing, is that a lot of work that's going to get these cats successful. We may lose 1 or 2 as we go along the way. That's just what it's like in the wild. So working with wild animals is not an easy process, bringing an animal back from extinction is not easy at all. It's very hard to even keep the ones that are alive on the landscapes, which is what our organization, the Cheetah Conservation Fund, does. We work throughout the cheetah's range to try to keep them living free and in the wild. And with everybody's good wishes there in India, the cheetah will have a chance in India as well. So please, good wishes. Thank you.
Well, you have all of our good wishes from everyone here on at NDTV. Best wishes to the entire team involved in this project. Thank you so much for joining us.